Wild holiday enthusiasts. It's the Cinephellas crew back for the 100th episode of the Cinephellas Podcast. We're celebrating a huge milestone here tonight. We're going to tackle lots of entertainment news, holiday films, and much more. I'm Logan Myers.
I'm Niall Fortner.
I'm Rhonda Venegas.
I'm Kevin Mower.
Bob Ward.
And Henry Hill.
And we're the Wild Cinefellas boys.
And we're getting wild around Christmas time.
In the eyes of a ranger.
We went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Well, me and Uncle Henry are getting festive tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, I dig that shirt.
Yeah, I picked it up at Kohl's. You know, they have all those graphic tees for like $7. I got it last year. Yep, old Clark Griswold. Wouldn't be Christmas without him.
Yep, I got a few of those.
No, that's a cool shirt. I remember back in the day when Sears was a thing, you could get like a propane tank and a graphic t-shirt in the same aisle.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm in the Midwest. That is still a thing.
Yeah,
right.
It sure is.
Yeah, I went to Spencer's Gifts like a while ago. I went to the mall, and they had like a bunch. I had the really cool they had like those sweaters with the lights on them that they just like you just put them on, and they had a Die Hard one that looked pretty cool,
Huh.
and it had like the towers on it. It was like green, and then it just had like lights that were on it. It looked pretty cool. It was like almost $30. I was like, I don't. That's cool, but
yeah.
No,
They have
Spencer's
cool
has cool
shirts.
stuff. Yeah, they do. Yeah, that one, I went to Hot Topic the other day. They had some cool holiday stuff there, too. Yeah.
I remember when Hot Topic was like a gothic store. Now it's like just a regular.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, it's owned by like another company. I can't remember which one, like H&M or something. So that's why it's not Gothic anymore.
We used to go there for band shirts, like whatever band you were into.
Yeah.
If you're in high school in the early 2000s, you'd go there to get band T-shirts for sure.
Yeah.
All the punk rock bands.
Yeah, like Texas is very weird because like there's certain things like I didn't even know that like Hot Topic was a thing, but like the neighborhood I used to live at, they didn't have any. So like when I moved where I'm currently at now, it's like a bunch of them like around, and then I thought, okay, it's gonna be a goth place, and they still play the music, but like it like weirdly doesn't fit because there's all these other things that like are all meshed together, like in terms of like all the things that they have, like they have all the Christmas stuff, but then here's Nightmare Before Christmas, which just makes sense. But then you get like all this like Doctor Who stuff over here, and then I don't know. It's a whole. It's like it's well organized, but it's like crazy like what you find in there sometimes.
Yeah, now I just feel like the old man when I walk in there.
Yeah.
Because I've been there since the inception of Hot Topic, and now I'm just the old bad. I'm like, I remember that band in high school, MXPX and Pennywise.
Yeah.
Man.
Did you know Pennywise just put out a new album?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were still around. I felt really bad.
Yeah. all the bands are still around. They're putting out albums, but it's pretty much all sounds the same.
Well, it's funny because I went in there and I was like, oh, I looked and they had Nirvana shirts, which I was like, yeah, all right, that's about right. They had 9 Inch Nail shirts, and I asked the one lady, I'm like, please tell me you can get a KMFDM shirt. Like, if you can do that, I'm totally in. Or maybe an Operation Ivy shirt. I'd jump on.
Yeah, Op Ivy. Yep.
It's in the
Logan had
oldies
one of those.
section.
Kevin, I'm not sure why you're in here twice.
I'm in twice?
Yeah. Did you show up on
Kevin's
your end?
incepted us. Kevin on Kevin.
That reminds me, the elf on the shelf, Hogan on Logan. I actually did
CGI little Hogan here on your shoulder.
Hey, brother.
Actually, let me send it right now. Let me put it on the group text.
Wait, you hear me twice if I talk?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's funny.
Logan, did you get it?
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Oh, my God.
Lost boy no more.
That's funny. I took that picture in my kitchen.
I love the fact that the name on the belt says Cinephellas. Like in old school. The old
Bob
school.
notices the details. I see I'm a fine artist.
Oh, absolutely. The red boa.
New World Order, brother.
For a minute, I didn't realize that was a bandana. I thought Logan might have been Jewish, and that was a weird yarmulke.
Oh man, that's good.
No, Logan, you should
Good
wear
brother.
the do-rag sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I just thought it would be fun to play like Elf on a Shelf, like Hulk Hogan on Logan or something. I'm trying to think. Who else did I say? I said Kevin. 11 on Kevin.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you okay with that, Kevin?
I'll go. No, I like that one. Yeah.
The only way he's legally allowed to have Millie Bobby Brown on him. Cheers.
Exactly.
Oh
I don't know
man.
if you guys can think of any other ones. I'm trying to think of one.
Corn on the cob on Bob.
Yes. Good one.
Oh,
Better than mine. Mine was Rob on Bob, and I was thinking Rob Schneider. Do you want
Oof.
Rob Schneider on you, Bob?
I mean, two cheesy white guy. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not as anti-vax as that man, so
How about Grogu?
he was in Schaumburg right before everything hit. He was about a half hour out. People are like, oh, his stand-up's great. I was like, he's insane.
What were you gonna say, Logan? Grogu on.
Armando.
Oh, of course.
That's a good one.
I just made that up. I'm like, what rhymes with Grogu? Armando. You need to make a
I
meme.
like that
You
one.
need to make a meme for that.
Yeah.
I know we should just do like memes of each other. Jeez, silly.
Grogu on Armando.
What about? I mentioned propane earlier. Hank Hill on Henry Hill.
Oh,
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Perfect.
We got
Yeah,
some
nothing
bars.
really rhymes with
You could-
Henry. So
You could go
I think he'll
old
like
school
that.
MTV and put Bill Bellamy on Henry.
Oh shit! I love
Oh,
It's a
Bill.
stretch,
I-
but
I can see him in a silk suit right now, dancing on
I
the
know.
beach.
I was gonna say he was always silky and smooth.
yeah, he was our generation Steve Harvey. Just
Yeah.
less talented.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Then you
How
could do like
about,
Logan on Logan.
Joe Rogan on Logan.
Yeah.
And DMT, boys. But have you guys tried DMT? As Joe Rogan always says.
he also
Never heard
says,
of it.
he also says, "Oh, Jamie, can you check that out?"
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the time. Jamie's the fastest Googler on the planet. He's always talking about aliens too.
Thought about Conando on Armando or Conando on Armando, like Conan's Mexican equivalent. He used to play somebody named Conando or Conando.
I
Yeah,
now
Conando
want
on
that movie to
Armando.
happen.
Yeah.
I want a
Fernando.
Mexican Conan movie so bad right now.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah, Danny Trejo with Portland. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, Conando on Armando. You would have to change the pronunciation a little bit.
what about you do a little Red Sox humor and put Fenway on Henry? Like we'd have to enunciate it differently.
I got one. Marlon Brando on Armando.
Oh, I like that
Oh.
one.
That works.
The-
Welcome to the family, my son. That was awful.
Sharknado on Armando.
Oh, there you go.
I want to see all these.
Yeah.
Niall isn't going to sleep for 3 days. Just
I know. I can see the wheels turning. Peter Billingsley on Logan. Oh wait, no, that's just in reality.
What's the one right next to Peter Billingsley? Not Clark Griswold, the other one.
Oh, White
Is
Christmas.
that White Christmas? Yeah.
Bing Crosby and Danny fucking K.
And what's
Hit the
behind
heat
you?
wave, hit the heat wave. Temperatures rising, the temperatures rising.
And what's
Yeah,
behind you on the bottom?
Grinch.
Grinch and Wonderful Life.
What's
And
Wonderful Life?
who are you blocking on below there?
Yeah. Oh, Roy Brown.
Oh, gotcha. Elf up top. What's the
Polar
top?
Express.
Polar Express.
Yeah.
And then
And then one. Which one? Miracle.
Miracle. Yeah, 34th Street.
Are those movies on a lot of your guys' Christmas movie list?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've actually watched most of them already that are on this behind me.
Bob, you said you saw Klaus. You liked it, right? It was good.
I absolutely love that movie. I should not have loved that movie as much as I did.
I
Wait,
loved
which
it
one?
too, man. Logan,
Klaus
did you catch
on
it already?
Netflix.
Logan, did you see it yet?
I didn't finish it. I'm halfway through it. I was watching it yesterday, and I started it a while ago too with my kid. He fell asleep, but I watched half of it. It was good. I like the 2D animation. I like it's like straight from the 90s, like animation. So where it's like super flat, but it looks good.
Yeah, that's why they didn't put it in theaters, because they're like, it's 2D animation. No one's gonna pay to see this. But I'm like, crazy.
I loved it. I felt like it was nostalgic for me growing up with Disney movies like that. You know, the cartoons. That's why I liked it a lot.
Yeah, the director used to work at Disney in the 90s, so that's why.
Well, there we go. Makes
cool.
sense. I didn't know much about the movie.
But like I looked at the voice cast and I was like, holy crap, okay, like that's some name power right there, man. I mean, what, J.K. Simmons, Rashida Jones,
Norm
Macdonald. But honestly, like that movie itself, I put it on because the boys couldn't figure out something. I'm like, we're watching something Christmassy. I put that on and I'm like, I remember, Nell said it was good. Watched it, and by the end of it, I was like, holy hell, like I was more invested than the kids. Like they were like, oh, whatever. And I'm sitting there like, shh, I don't know what's gonna happen yet,
Was there nominated for Best Animated Film that year? Last year?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, and it lost to
Toy Story, probably.
is it Toy Story?
4.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't know, but that came out last year.
But it probably was. Like Disney walks away with those awards a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. I love the whole atmosphere of the movie.
But that animation kind of remind me of was it Willoughby's on Netflix as well?
Yeah.
That one my boys absolutely loved as well. Like we watched that quite a few times.
You're right, Logan.
What?
I said you're right. It was Toy Story. Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
you're the
that's what I
fastest Googler.
Yes.
Kevin,
Check that out.
Kevin, look it up.
Kevin's the new Jamie.
Kevin.
Boom. We're having a merch shop, and that's the first shirt.
There we go.
Right after the Hogan on Logan one.
I'm gonna make that my profile pic.
I was gonna say that.
Got it.
Yeah, so I like all those movies that you got behind you, man. But like, my new favorite one is I love Fat Man. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
I'm coming for your head, fat man. I love.
It was done so seriously. It wasn't done like a joke at all. That's what I liked about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I liked Jean Marie Baptiste. Is that her name? She played Mrs. Kringle.
I think it is, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
she's the Black English actress, right?
Yeah.
She was awesome. I thought she was really good in that movie.
hmm
It was just so whacked out too.
I'm gonna have to check that out now.
Definitely, yeah.
Someone
Is it
should just
just
say
VOD
Mel Gibson
right now?
as Santa Claus is
Yeah,
the
it's
selling.
All right. If we could jump into this whole Disney holy crap fest they dropped on us. The one thing I noticed they haven't talked a lot about was the Pinocchio live action that the Chippendale Rescue Rangers with John Mulaney and Andy Samberg as the voices. Like, how was that not a bigger deal? Like, I'm locked in right then and there.
Oh, I'm more excited about the Marvel stuff. Like, to me, it's almost like, just like I'm an addict. I'm tying it around my wrist, and I want more Marvel,
See, that's the thing. Like, for me, I'm going to watch the Marvel stuff. I'm going to watch the Star Wars stuff, like, no matter what they put out. But, like, when it was coming to Disney, I'm like, I might not care about it. I didn't care about Mulan and stuff. But they're making a new Mighty Ducks show.
Oh, man, I'm so
Gordon
excited.
Bombay's coming back.
Dude, I was like, okay, I'm in. Like, all they had to do was show me that. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like, they Cobra Kai'd the hell out of us with that thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's got Lauren Graham in it. She's a great actress. Then you see Coach Bombay, which is like the new Hans at the skate shop, it looks like, from the teaser. It's pretty interesting.
Did they say her name? Did they say what character she's playing, Lauren Graham?
I don't know.
I don't think they've released any details on her.
Yeah, she's just like the mom.
I have a sneaky suspicion that is the brunette girl from the original ones, grown up.
Ooh, good concept on that one.
Yeah. What was her name? Connie.
I was gonna.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a feeling that's Connie grown up, and that's why he comes back. Because they have
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Did you watch the little teaser they released?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that thing.
So we saw a little bit of her. It looks like she's the mom of the kid that gets picked on. That eventually, yeah. Coach Bombay coaches or whatever. But it looks like the Mighty Ducks are like almost like the bad guys in this. Like it's going to be, Coach Bombay, but I don't know how they're going to work that in because they show like the Mighty Ducks have won like all these championships years in a row. And yeah.
Well, what if they have Bombay be the new bad guy and like I say, Cobra Kai the hell out of us the whole time we were rooting for him?
Yeah,
Be
that's
rooting
possible.
against them.
That would be outside the box for Disney Plus. I wouldn't expect it. I mean, I'd be cool with that. I just don't expect it, but could be.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if we're gonna get some cameos.
Oh hell
They
yeah!
need to get Goldberg back now that he's hopefully sober.
Healthy.
Last time.
I was going to say,
Yeah, I would love
like
to
an
see the
80-year-old man.
I want to see the original cast, like as adults. I love to see
Josh
them.
Jackson, get your ass over there. Yeah, all the guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, other than Josh Jackson, has anyone there's nothing.
The other guy, I can't remember his name now, but from Daredevil, he was in it.
Oh,
So they could get
yeah.
him. Yeah.
Froggy.
Fulton.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Fulton, or I think in
Well,
the Mighty Ducks. The
Yeah, he's
Dash
kind of
Brothers.
a tougher guy with a skull, bandana on his head, and yeah, he's like the tough kid.
I want him to show up in the suit and tie.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have Coach Riley back from the first one, but I think
Yeah,
he was a good villain in the first one.
yeah, he was. He was really good. He's gonna be getting up there in age. He's probably super old now.
I think he passed.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he passed. Yeah, a couple
Oh,
years ago.
But
I
I
know
mean,
a lot of-
the cameos that could happen or should have, that would make that show in a heartbeat if they were like, and the original cast comes back. Like everyone our age would jump right on and just, yeah, I mean, it'd be amazing.
I think Banks.
Spend that money, Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could do that.
Yeah, they had a reunion. I think was it last year or the year before with all the cast. They're all like normal now. They don't act or anything. They're like normal jobs, but they all pretty much look the same from what I saw.
Except for poor Goldberg. Looked like
Yeah, well, yeah, because you do meth. That's what happens. But yeah, everybody else looks good.
No,
I love-
when I saw even the teaser, I was like, holy crap, I need to see this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that and Hocus Pocus too. Another childhood favorite.
Hocus Pocus 2. I'm not so in on the 3 Men and a Baby reboot with Zac Efron.
And Steve Gutenberg.
Let's revive this franchise.
As long as we get a ghost kid in the background of one shot, I'm cool.
Right.
But they did show stuff from Cruella de Vil movie with Emma Stone. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Paul Walter Hauser. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's coming directly to the streaming, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, all this stuff is going direct to Disney
All
Plus.
Wow.
I think there's a Turner and Hooch show or something too.
Yeah, Turner
Yeah.
with Josh.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Heck,
Yeah, it passed really fast, but I don't know. I might try that one. Looks interesting.
There's the sequel to Enchanted with Amy Adams called
That's cool.
Disenchanted.
Yeah, that's been supposed to be coming out for like 10 years now.
I remember seeing the first one in theater when it came out, whenever it was, early 2000 something. It was pretty good.
10 years ago, right? Over.
No, it was more than that.
It was
Yeah.
I think I was in high school, so it had to be like early 2000s,
yeah.
I think. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
So lots of good content. Honestly, I'm more excited for all the Star Wars stuff coming out compared to Marvel. That's just my opinion.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which
I mean, there's
Star
a lot.
Wars are you, which Star Wars are you excited for?
Obi-Wan Kenobi series is coming out, bringing back Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader. That's going to be awesome.
Did
Lando.
you see Ewan McGregor's
Andor
tweet
looks
about
good.
it?
Huh?
He
What do you
said
say? Oh, they can finally.
they could take another swing at it.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited for that. Lando's going to have a series. I don't know what they're going to do.
Andor looks good from the footage.
Andor. Yeah.
Is it
Andor.
Donald Glover? I mean, Childish Gambino again?
They
Yeah.
didn't say.
They didn't announce it, but it better be.
They didn't announce anybody for the role. They just the show. So
I'm sure.
hopefully that would be cool. I'd be all about that.
I'm pretty sure.
Rogue Squadron, directed
Yes.
by Patty Jenkins.
That's the one I
That was a
female-
cool little teaser.
First
The guy you
female
invested in.
director. First female directing Star Wars movie. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, that was cool. Her dad was a pilot. So it kinda
Yeah.
brought her to that.
Oh,
Oh, really? Oh, wow. You know
He was a fighter. Yeah, there's a little video. You should watch it. It's pretty cool. She's like at an Air Force base or on the runway, basically, and like opens up her car trunk and there's a suit in there. So she's like gonna suit up, and then she's like, "Yeah, my father was a fighter pilot, and then I guess he died. I don't know if it was in a conflict or whatever, but yeah, he died." So she's like, "I've always wanted to honor him with a film about aviation, but nothing's ever came my way that was perfect." She's like, until now, and she puts on the helmet, the X-wing pilot helmet, and the suit, and walks towards the X-wing. So that was
Makes
a little
sense
video.
on how
Pretty
big
cool.
she made, how much flying she did with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, it all makes sense now. So
That's awesome though. Her directing, I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
We put that trailer on our Twitter page, so if you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty cool.
yeah.
Oh,
And also with Rogue Squadron, of course, there was the video game Rogue Squadron, but they said this will be an original take, but there'll be nods to kind of that storyline and everything from the games.
Yeah, I used to love those games when I was a kid. The fighter pilot games for Star Wars.
Yeah, they're fun.
So I'm pumped up for this one.
Yeah, me too. And then they have Rangers of the New Republic is another one. Ahsoka, she's going to have her own spin-off series, I guess, from The Mandalorian.
Which she should.
Yeah, which she should. Rosario Dawson is amazing in this role. I love it, so I'm pretty excited for that. Another show is Visions. They had a bunch of Star Wars coming out, but I was really excited for all that
Did you
news.
see the teaser for The Bad Batch?
Yeah, I did.
I've never watched the Clone Wars, but they're like, oh yeah, they're introduced in the Clone Wars. Like, oh, all right.
I'm watching the first season right now. It's pretty good. Because The Mandalorian, dive in into a lot of the Clone Wars stuff. So I've been watching it.
And I like all this Disney stuff with Star Wars on the shows and everything way more than the movies. I'm tired of the movies, actually.
Yeah. I think we all are.
I think I told you guys where, in my opinion at least, Star Wars doesn't feel like a galaxy anymore. It feels like a neighborhood or a block party. It doesn't feel like, a galaxy. I want to see new characters. I want to see new things. I want to go in a different direction. And I think the shows are the only things that are going to do that. The movies aren't going to do that.
Nope.
At least not for a while.
No, I totally agree with you. The shows are a lot better anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep Favreau and Filoni attached to them. They're in good hands,
And that episode Robert Rodriguez directed, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Those two episodes
Amazing episode.
so good. So good.
Was there no dialogue in that episode? Because I heard it's only 18 pages. The script was only 18 pages.
It was a
There
lot of
is.
fun.
It's just mostly action.
I'm very behind the Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah, me
action.
too.
It's all action, but yeah, it sounds
guys are
about
gonna
right.
love
There wasn't a lot of dialogue.
And can you
Get
tell?
out of the way.
Can you
Fire
tell?
there.
Yes. Oh no, I said. Could you tell? It's Rodriguez, the style and everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
awesome.
definitely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Can't
you can
wait to see
totally you can totally feel the Rodriguez
Oh, that's awesome.
very vibe to it. It's really good. And we thought it was going to be a filler episode. It was just balls to the wall action, the whole episode. So I was super excited. It's been a really good season.
I like. I think Bryce Dallas Howard has a career as a director. I like the episode she's done. I
Yeah,
saw
me
that
too.
episode. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
good director.
want her to keep directing and putting out movies too. She's good.
Maybe she'll direct your favorite movie, Jurassic World, the next one.
I hope so. And then we can
Jurassic World
rip it.
extinct.
Then we can rip it apart for 3 hours on a podcast.
No, we might praise it if she directs it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm the only one who's actually looking forward to the Marvel shows. I love every announcement they made.
I'm looking forward to
Oh, yeah.
it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. They look
There's
good.
some badass ones.
Amazing.
They're gonna
I love-
start rolling with WandaVision and just keep on going. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I love all those shows.
WandaVision looks absolutely amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, WandaVision looks great.
And they had the teaser for Fantastic Four, which I'm not going to lie, I watched it several times, even though it's just a 4 on the screen. I get excited every time.
And
Yeah,
now it's an MCU, man. So I'm really excited for that. That was the one Marvel one that stood out to me.
Yeah, and I was
Can't wait
telling
to see
people,
who-
I was like, this is Marvel's The Fantastic Four, and they're like, what's the big deal? And I'm like, get your ass out of here. You don't know anything.
amateur.
Yeah. And
The last one was so shitty.
I know it was.
Kate Mara and Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, I don't even think I even saw that one. I didn't even waste my time. I knew it was.
it killed his career. Josh Trank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't he
He
do
went under
Capone?
Capone.
Capone.
Oh yeah.
Which further fleshed him like a turd.
I
But if
still
you-
haven't seen that Capone.
Yeah, me either. I gotta watch that one.
Yeah, it looked kind of interesting. Even the bad reviews were like, "You're kind of making me want to see it."
Yeah, it's kind of so bad you should watch it once, kind of movie.
I want to watch it just so I can hear Capone fart for half of a movie.
Yeah.
And then they had the announcements with the She-Hulk. Abomination is coming back.
Yeah,
Cimarron,
I think they introduced She-Hulk in Spidey 3. I do. I think because they were talking about, Daredevil making a thing. And I was like, you know what? People could be suing him for something now that his identity's out. So, of course, there's going to be some way for him to save. And I'm assuming that's where you put in a lawyer, whether you go Matt Murdock and bring in Daredevil, or you bring in She-Hulk would be responsible. Like, that would be a responsible move, because then you can bring Bruce Banner back, who is the only one who can give her that, what was it? It was the transfusion, the blood transfusion. And that's how she got the Gamma stuff. Like, either way they go with this, it could be amazing.
Right. And I always thought Rosario Dawson would have made a good She-Hulk.
Yeah, if Disney didn't already have her locked down
I
for
on Orphan Black.
Tatiana something.
That's Lonnie.
Lonnie.
She was in Perry Mason also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was good in Perry Mason. I liked her. The character was pretty cool.
And all the news with Spider-Man too. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm excited, man.
I'm excited. Yeah, I want to see how they put them together.
No, because they announced Kristen Dunst, Tobey Maguire on the set looking miserable.
Andrew
Doc
Garfield.
Yeah. Andrew Garfield. I feel like I'm forgetting some other people. But anyways.
Emma Stone.
Alfred Molina.
Yeah. When
I'm excited for that.
Him
That's
back
pretty
as
cool.
Doc Ock, I was like, I'm watching it. Like, I was going to see it anyway, but now I got a little more pep in my step, because that was the best part. Like, out of, the original trilogy, number 2 was the best.
I thought that was the best villain. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's still one, like to this day, one of my favorite comic book movies, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
To make a great villain, you have to make the villain think he's doing what's right, like he's doing something for the right reason. And having Doc Ock in the second one, like, believe he was wronged and stuff. I mean, that's Loki, that's Killmonger, that's Thanos. Like, all of them were doing it for, like, it resonated with you.
And like my only real thing I'm worried about is we're making all these announcements, but it's almost like Tom Holland is in the background, like, I'm still here. Like, I just don't want to be pushed to the side.
I honestly forgot about him because of all the news. I'm like, oh yeah, Tom Holland.
It's still his movie. Yeah.
Like, he's just in the pool at the deep end drowning, and everyone else is having a good time.
Well, how long was Infinity War? Or Endgame was what, like 2:45, almost 3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
It won't surprise me if this goes a little longer than what they gave Endgame. Everyone knows they're going to jump in for Spider-Man. Like, you could make it 3 hours and people still sit and, like, it's a good idea. And plus, if we're getting the whole multiverse brought in, this is what's bringing us towards everything else. This is the bridge.
And Doctor Strange is that bridge too.
Yeah.
Well, WandaVision apparently is going to lead us right to Doctor Strange too.
Right. Which is directed by Sam Raimi. See, Spider-Man again.
It's all coming full circle. Now, if we could only find a spot for Willem Dafoe, I'd be happy.
Yeah. Avenge me.
Exactly.
Are we going to be bringing in Miles Morales?
I think they will.
Yeah.
I really do. I think they're saving that as like a big, oh my God moment,
Or it could be like an after credits scene too. Who knows?
Right, yeah.
That'd be cool. I'd love that.
And
I love the what if previews looks great too. Those were my favorite comics, like the What If, and I was like, all right, watch that. And then Winter Soldier, Cap, and I was like, all right, I was getting, or Falcon, I was getting really into it. And then I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and I lost my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be cool. I can see that being really funny.
He's, James Gunn is coming back, and he's just like, you're sticking it to Star Wars. There's a reason he's calling it Holiday Special. Like, what was the other one? Loki looked amazing.
Loki, and then Hawkeye is coming out too.
Yep.
We get Kate Bishop finally. That'll be cool.
Haley Steinfeld's a good choice. She's a good actress. Ever since I saw her in the True Grit remake.
I was gonna say True Grit is where originally I was like, man, that girl can act. Then I watched her in Pitch Perfect. I'm like, man, she really can't sing. But
and she has like a CD out and stuff, I think, too.
oh, of course she does. Like,
Yeah.
and she can act against a robot. I mean, she did it in Bumblebee. She's going to be doing it with Jeremy Renner. It's all the same, really.
And
I thought go ahead now. What were you going to say?
No, you go, Henry. It's all right.
Oh, no. I was just going to mention the Thor God and Thunder. I'm excited for Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher. That sounds cool. I don't know anything about the character, but
it sounds. My buddy was telling me about that guy, and it sounds like he's Kratos from God of War. He goes around killing gods.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I like that.
and so
Yeah, it's based off of Jason Aaron's first volume of Thor. His first run on Thor. The first volume was the God Butcher and the God Killer and stuff. It's really cool.
So we're gonna see another Bale transformation, probably, and be like,
it'll be a Kratos from God of War.
He'll be huge, like 350 of muscle.
Yeah,
That's pretty exciting. I'm pretty pumped for that.
I'm still waiting for Better Ray Bill to pop up at some point. Have Sarah Jessica Parker play it, and I'll be good shit. Better Ray Bill's a horse. Sarah Jessica Parker kind of can try. Like, just give her a fake tan and a hat, and boom, we're transformed. The CGI budget is saved.
Bob, I was hoping you were going to go to a horse joke, and you fulfilled my need.
Well, anytime someone brings up Sarah Jessica Parker, I always bust out like a Best in Show award, or she was originally up for Seabiscuit or Warhorse or something like that. You know.
I named my horse in Red Dead Redemption Sarah Jessica Parker.
Matthew Broderick's like,
well, yeah, sometimes we'll watch Ferris Bueller and he's driving all crazy, and people are like, oh man, I'm like, did you know he killed someone like that?
yeah, he actually did. He ran over somebody. You're right.
Yeah.
It's weird, like, I'll remember the stupidest shit, and I'll bring that out during the movie. Like, I should not be able to watch movies with people for the first time. That happened. We were watching Urban Legend, and the Noxema girl was there, and she's like, oh, she's the murderer. I'm like, in real life, she killed a family, too. On accident, she got off. It was in Chicago.
Oh, my God.
Well, speaking of Matthew Broderick, I always thought that Cameron should have had a spin-off movie. I've been saying that for years.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever read the theory of Ferris Bueller's Day Off is actually all in Cameron's head, and he's actually just insane?
Yes.
I love that theory so much. Now, do yourself a favor, go on YouTube and type that in. It goes down that rabbit hole to where you're like, holy crap, this really could be a thing.
Okay. I'll check that out.
I actually went to Cameron's house last summer. It's out in Highland Park up here, about 45 minutes from where I live. It's really fucking cool. The garage where the car was, the glass garage. Cool. Nice. But yeah, I was in the neighborhood, and it was also the neighborhood where they filmed Weird Science and a bunch of other John Hughes movies. It was pretty cool.
New elf on the shelf, Cameron on Kevin. There we go.
Very good.
Speaking of Cameron, I just watched Freaky last night. I downloaded it. Yeah, I downloaded it, and Cameron is in that. He's the teacher that has that big gory scene. That was pretty funny. He played like a big asshole.
Alan something?
Alan Ruck.
Oh, there you go.
Ruck. Yeah.
Ruck.
Yeah, I was obsessed.
He showed up. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Handlebar mustache in it.
Freaky. I need to watch that. I was trying to think of a movie I wanted to check out. That was it.
It's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
It was worth it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Logan, watch that Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
It was messed up, and I felt bad asking the director if he got influenced from I Spit on Your Grave in Last House on the Left.
Oh, shit.
Go.
Yeah, Bob, you interviewed that guy. That was pretty good. I listened to some of it. It was pretty.
Oh, the Beach House guy?
Yeah, how was that?
So, Beach House was really good. It was old school, like I even said in the interview, I'm like, this was a kickback to classic, like, how did he describe it? Cosmic horror. Like, it brought me back to the Pod People, Invasion of the Body Snatchers type stuff. I loved that stuff as a kid. because also I think it was safe as a kid because you knew that couldn't happen. You know, like it wasn't one of the regular scary movies of just the guy down the street who goes a little crazy. Because I live down the street from a lot of people. It looks like they were just one bad day away from possibly taking out their family. So that was a more scarier version.
So is it like a creature feature kind of thing?
In a way. But Hunter x Hunter is just watch it. Like if you like, it's good actually.
You said it was cosmic horror, right?
Well, that was Beach House was cosmic horror, but yeah, like I wanted Donald Sutherland to somehow appear just because of the infamous look he had in the one movie. Every movie. Yeah, Beach House. It's a Shudder exclusive.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I thought it was fine. I wasn't crazy about the Beach House. That's more it wasn't for me than the movie wasn't good. Like I like the creature effects and stuff though.
I really enjoyed it. That was cool for my old school horror stuff, and Hunter x Hunter was definitely for the more 70s horror movie fan in me.
Cool. I'll check it out.
Just one more thing about Spider-Man, and then I'm gonna shut up about Spider-Man. But don't you find it weird? Like, because I feel like the multiverse started with the end of the last Spider-Man movie with Mr. Jameson, because it's the same actor, just he looks different. So why is it that Mr. Jameson looks the same in the multiverse, but Spider-Man is like a completely different looking person? Just another thing I thought about.
Yeah, he looks. JJ looks like Alex Jones.
I was gonna say that's exactly what I thought it was when they were trying to. But also, I don't think you can have someone else play J. Jonah Jameson because J.K. Simmons is exactly who, he was born for that role.
Yeah. The only other person I thought would be good was Ice Cube because he's like always angry.
Oh, I'd love Ice Cube as J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Remember, he was also he was in Justice League.
Oh, Gordon,
Commissioner Gordon. Yeah. He got like really ripped for that movie.
I remember. Yeah.
And like he wears a trench coat the whole time for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. What was the point? He just didn't want to feel intimidated on set.
I just see him in the gym like, man, I'm gonna be in the Justice League for 7 movies. Yeah.
We don't know. We haven't seen the Snyder cut. He could be just naked for like a whole 10 minutes. We don't know.
He takes off the trench coat, like the rip sleeves on the shirt and everything.
He's like, can I be part?
Like Hulk Hogan? No, I'm just kidding.
I'd love it if
Man,
he was like,
Hemsworth is looking fucking jacked as Hulk Hogan. Hemsworth is training. He's pumping steroids in. He is mammoth.
The only with that role, what makes it breaks him as Hogan is the voice. He has to nail the voice.
He has to get the voice. Yeah, absolutely. Can't be over the top. It has to be just yeah.
Like, I compare. Obviously he's not going to be as jacked as Hogan because Hogan's like a beast.
It was the 80s, man. Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about the voice for me with Hemsworth. If he nails the voice, then I'm into it.
I'm confused as the whole reasoning behind it. Like, I know, and don't get me wrong, McMahon's a smart man, and his story is very interesting. But at the same time, like, I don't know if we need a series about this. You know what I mean? Like, maybe a little movie, but at that point, like, it only should center around his whole trial for the steroid allegations and stuff. Like, if you're going to do something big, do it on that, like, his meltdown and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's ready, brother. That's what the caption says.
I'm excited
He's
to
already there.
play the other people because there'll be cameos.
I know.
The other wrestlers.
Macho Man, and there'll be some cool stuff in there. Yeah, Ultimate Warrior.
What you gonna
neither of them
do?
can walk on in the background.
What you gonna do when the Hulkster comes for you, brother?
So did you guys hear about the? Oh, go, Kevin.
Oh, so yeah, I was gonna say, do you ever watch Hogan Knows Best?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few times.
So,
Hogan Knows Best. Yeah.
So, did you say, Armando?
I just said I didn't watch it all the time. I watched it a few times.
Okay. Did you
Yeah,
see
I
the one
hated
where
this kid.
he has to cook kosher food and he just puts it on the other side of the grill.
No, I don't think so.
You can't put it on the same grill. That's feeling
Sounds kosher, brother.
Yeah, he says something like that. He's like, oh, Rabbi walks up and says, oh, what is this? He's like, oh, I got your kosher stuff over there. It's all right. He's like, no, it has to be on the grill. He's like, oh.
Speaking of people getting ran over by cars, which you had mentioned a couple times for whatever reason, but his son killed somebody in a car going too fast.
And then his mom was like, Hogan's ex-wife was like, oh, well, the mom's lucky of the victim. Like, oh, she's lucky she can spend the holidays with her kid. Mine's in jail. Like, but she has to change her kid's diaper. He actually DJ'd again in Schaumburg. He was doing a guest DJ gig, and one of my buddies does security there. I think he still works around the same area. He's like, man, he goes, the amount of people that wanted to kick the shit out of that kid. I was like, what, was he an ass? He was like, he was a total ass. He was drinking. He was hitting on people's, girlfriends. And he was acting like all this. And he's like, I was half tempted to let them kick his ass. You should have.
Yeah, he seemed like a tool bag.
Yeah, my dad used to do like security work, like a bouncer and stuff, and he has stories like that too.
A big one my buddy had with Brian Urlacher's brother, because Brian Urlacher's a god in Chicago, and this is when maybe his third year in the league. Like, he's this all-star. We're all looking up. His brother got signed to the practice squad, and so his brother started going into these bars, and my buddy was kicking him out. And he's like, do you know who I am? And he's like, I know who your brother is, and shoved him right into a wall.
Oh, that's funny. I don't care.
Speaking of Marvel, what did you guys tell me about Moon Knight?
Oh.
I don't know anything about Moon Knight.
Picture Batman but he was schizophrenic.
Yeah, pretty much. Moon Knight is insane. He's like the Punisher, but as Batman.
No.
Damn.
And just literally insane. Total. I think they said schizophrenia in one of them. They tried to line it up with, but if done right, this would be a whole game changer. Just because it can show the dark side. You know what I mean? You do this, you can bring in Punisher. You can bring in that gritty style of Marvel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we already have some crap.
Netflix shows.
Huh?
I'm still iffy on the Netflix shows if they're like still a part of the MCU, because they said that Daredevil is a part of Spider-Man 3.
If he is, then I want John Barenthal to come back as Punisher, because he did so good. Like, although I love the Thomas Jane Punisher movie, like, that's one of my favorites. Also, probably because John Travolta gets dragged by a car through a fiery thing. We have a real car theme going on right now. I don't know. But I love that Thomas Jane movie, though.
Yeah,
I'm worried about the Punisher from like being in the MCU, because like if they have the Punisher with Baby Groot or something, to me that just doesn't fit.
Oh, it would have to be like different sides of the country. Like, what was it? Punisher was in one of the comics. He moved to San Francisco because there was nothing for the New York crime boss. Like, one of them he found went over to Cali and started running like parts with a cartel. So that's when he did that. Like, if they want to do that stuff, he can go do that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Have him pop in occasionally just to do this stuff no one else was supposed to. Like, what was it? X-Force, wasn't that it? X-Force was the ones that if the X-Men couldn't do it, you brought in X-Force to do, like, pretty much to kill the people, because the X-Men couldn't do that because they'd get their name dirty. Mm-hmm. That's where they put like Wolverine, Deadpool, and a couple other ones spent time on that thing.
Okay,
right.
That, again, I'd be into that movie too.
Yeah.
Do you like the casting of Moon Knight? Do you think Oscar Isaac will be good?
Oh yeah.
I mean, right now, like, I'm so used to the Moon Knight comic and you having your own dialogue in your head and how he sounds. So whenever they announce a new person, I'm always like, could I see them saying this? Could I see them? So who's writing it? Did they say who the writer is? They probably don't. Now I'm thinking about it. I can't find anything, but I guess it depends on the source material, but Moon Knight's always been really cool. Really interesting, just the grit you need.
Is it a movie or a TV show? Is it supposed to be a movie or a show?
It's a Disney Plus show.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
along Loki looks amazing as well.
What about
They
Captain
all look
Marvel?
really well done.
What about Captain Marvel 2 and Ant-Man 3, Quantumania?
Ant-Man 3 I'm looking forward to because the villain is Korg, and he's the actor from Lovecraft Country, the main guy. And
Jonathan Majors?
Yeah. And Korg is the future son of Reed Richards. So if that's how they're gonna bring in the Fantastic Four, then I'm looking forward to it.
And that girl from Freaky is gonna be she got recasted.
Yeah.
As, his daughter, right?
Ant-Man's daughter, yeah, the older.
It's just a different actress than the other two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was she in Freaky? Was she good? The main girl?
Yeah.
She was likable. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm wondering if they're not setting up for the next phase in doing that alone. You know what I mean? Like they've had different actresses every time, but if they want to start getting an established actress for this, she's either going to be a big part, or C, she's going to be the one to take over. Not the realm, but you know what I mean? Like kind of branch out on her own or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And did you guys hear about the Evil Dead video game that's coming out?
Hell yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that. Like, give me a PS5. I'm going to be playing that all the time.
Yeah, I want to bring up that.
Wasn't there an Army of Darkness game?
Yeah,
Fistful of
PS1.
Boomstick, right?
It was crap.
Yeah, I remember. Like it was just his sound bites, and that was,
Yeah, the one, there's the, what was the name of that game? Evil Dead Hail to the King? It came out
and
on
then wasn't there?
PS1.
But wasn't there one called like? Why do I want to say there was Fistful of Boomstick or something?
There was. There's a game, another game like that.
And he was supposed to be in Mortal Kombat, like Ed Boon, who's basically teased him, but he's never put him in there. Everyone wants him in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember when they used to do like the movies and the games, and like the video games would have like a spin-off?
Yeah.
Like X2 Wolverine's Revenge. I can't think of any other ones. But like X-Men Origins had a game, Kick-Ass had a game, stuff like that.
Batman Begins had a game. That was a good game too.
It was,
Scott
yeah.
Pilgrim vs. the World had a game.
And it looked like the comics, right? It didn't look like, yes. I remember that game.
That game was awesome. I think it was digital only, but yeah, that was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Wolverine's Origins that thing was great.
Yeah, it was. I had it, yeah.
And then it was like, the movie's terrible. Oh, it sucks because
The Van Helsing game was good, but the movie sucked too.
Speaking of Van Helsing, they're doing a new one with Jason Momoa.
See, I'm in. You put Jason Momoa in something, I'm probably gonna watch it. Just like they were talking about him being cast as Eric Draven in a reboot of The Crow, which in a way I don't want them to touch, but in a way, like I rewatched The Crow 6 months ago maybe, and it doesn't hold up as much as it did,
Mm-hmm.
That movie's amazing.
See, like it could have been just the really angsty teen in me and the soundtrack that really hit nostalgic, because I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, man, I couldn't have made this shit today. Just the amount of stuff that happened. But no, like if they were to redo it and put Momoa in it, I'm cool. But yeah, in the comic wise, I mean, the graphic novel could be adapted any which way, or you could go a totally different. There's been like 5 or 6 different, at least, Crow incarnations. There was one called something with wolves, and what it was is a guy, a prisoner from Auschwitz, who comes back and goes after the guy who made him play chess, or his daughter played chess, and that's how he ended up killing these people. And he comes back, like, give me that movie, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be the original Crow. Like, there's so many different stories they have for the Crow. If you want to put Jason Momoa in one, go for it,
Oh, so yeah. So Oscar Isaac's going to be, speaking of video games, Solid Snake.
Oh, that's such a good casting.
Logan hates him.
I fucking hate Oscar Isaac.
Really?
Why?
Fred does
Yeah.
too. I don't like that guy.
I've never liked him. Ever since I saw him in Drive. Pissed me off. I see him, I'm gonna punch him. No. There's been some roles I like him in, but majority.
Did you like him in The Most Violent Year?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Pretty good.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And the one thing too we gotta talk about is Armando. I don't have beer or anything, but like, congrats, dude, on the graduation.
I have water.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Thanks.
I'm
Yeah,
celebrating
the bottle in the water bottle.
Yeah. I'll probably
I'm
get
celebrating with some
alcohol
coffee.
later.
Coffee for you.
And Henry is fancy. He has a glass of wine.
Yeah, my wife had it open, so
Nice.
not my first choice, but I'll drink it occasionally.
Also, like, what's your like favorite college movie?
One that I know because it was always when it was on TV. I always liked Animal House. Animal House was
Right.
always good.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. It still holds up too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
John Landis directed that, right?
Yeah.
What about what was that movie? Neighbors with Seth Rogen. How do you guys?
Yeah.
like
that
it?
one's fun.
That's
Yeah,
on
that
my
one's
list,
really
too.
funny,
Yep.
Yeah.
Old school.
Old school's
right.
great.
Old
Oh,
School
yeah.
is good
Cool.
too. Yeah.
Good.
Knowing my
Except-
PCU was always one I
PCU.
loved.
Jeremy Piven and Favreau in that, and David
When he was
Spade.
balding.
Stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Yep.
Favreau was doing his thesis on, what was it, something with TV, and at the end of the movie, like, he finally gets off the couch and he's just like, pins and needles, pins and needles.
Yeah, didn't Favreau have like dreads
Mhm.
in that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ends up meeting up with George Clinton and the P-Funk All-Stars.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was a good one.
It's another good movie, even though, like, it's, like, but it was a good, except with Justin Long.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ask Me About My Wiener.
South Park
Yeah.
Institute of Technology.
Yeah. Rules of Attraction from the
Yeah.
American Psycho director. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
a great. That's a great fucking movie, man. I love that.
James Vanderbeek.
There's
Yes.
a ton of people in that movie.
Yeah.
Like all the
Lots of-
'90s actors are in it. You know, they all have like small parts, but it's really good.
Wait,
Does
was it?
Super Bad count?
Chris Evans was in there too, wasn't he? Like Chris Evans, Jessica Biel,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kate Bosworth.
Kate Bosworth. There you
Bosworth.
go.
it felt like everybody that was in Miramax films back then was in that movie. You know,
That
like all the
was the MC.
the teenagers.
Does Super Bad count? Sort of.
No.
I mean, they were going into college.
That's high
Yeah,
school.
I wouldn't consider it college. No.
Yeah.
I'd consider that a high school movie with, like, you know, Varsity Blues or, I don't know. There's a lot of high school movies.
Orange County with
Ooh,
Jack
Orange
Black.
Yeah,
and
that's a good one.
Colin Hanks.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. I love Neighbors. The first Neighbors movie is great.
Yeah, I like the first one. The second
second
one's
one,
not
yeah.
as good. But
Se-
yeah, the
second
first
one
one's
was-
really good.
Yeah.
American Pie 2.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
That's
the-
a great one. That's a great movie. Great soundtrack too.
yeah. Going back to Neighbors, I like when him, Zac Efron, and Rogan are sitting there. He's like, "Yeah, my Batman is Christian Bale." He's like, "Yeah, my Batman is Michael Keaton." What a generation gap.
Yeah, some great dialogue in those.
This is your destiny, ass juice. No, but there's a lot of good college films out there. I can't think of any right now, but I know
I like,
there's.
I like How High. If anybody's seen How High,
Yes.
How
Method
That's one.
Man-
Method Man and Rhythm Man.
Yeah,
That's classic.
So,
Yeah.
that's a good
Isn't
one.
Lisa Turtle in that too?
Yeah, she is.
Lark Voorhees. Yep.
Yeah.
Back
I
before
heard that
she got
show's
addicted.
good, by the way. Has anyone watched the Saved by the Bell thing?
No, I
I
haven't seen it
haven't,
yet.
but everyone's telling me I need to.
Yeah. It's like it's self-aware in the way I was talking to my friend about that. You have the rich kids that go to that school, and they're worried about, you know, whatever they were worried about in the old '80s show, and then the kids who are kind of like from the lower class is like, how do you guys sit in a diner all day and not, you know, who pays for all this food?
I like that. That's
Didn't
funny.
they make a joke that like got them in trouble? The Saved by the Bell reboot.
Yes. What was the joke? I did hear about that.
I can't even remember the joke, but it was like something that wasn't PC and they got mad. Was it about Johnny Depp or something? No, that was Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
What
don't
did
know.
they say in Animaniacs?
They had old Johnny Depp or baby Johnny Depp or so, I can't remember what it was, but yeah, someone like shared it. I've only seen like 2 episodes of the new Animaniacs. It's good, just It's the same thing as the old ones, just new jokes.
I love the joke with Steven Spielberg and he's just walking by and speaking gibberish. I guess because I've seen him in interviews, I'm like, he's nothing like that.
It's Selena Gomez. They made a joke about Selena Gomez in Saved by the Bell.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, two students are shown arguing over the identity of Selena Gomez's kidney donor. One insists it was Justin Bieber's mother, while the other one argues it was Demi Lovato. I don't know why that's offensive.
I don't know.
Yeah. I know this is like completely random, but whatever happened to Rachel Lee Cook?
Yeah.
I used to love Rachel Lee Cook.
I feel like
She's all that.
I feel like I saw her recently, like in an interview. I don't think
Or
she's
at
acting.
Starbucks.
She's not.
It was in your
acting anymore.
dreams.
No, it wasn't.
Five
I can assure you, it wasn't. I was dreaming about you, Henry.
And the only reason I brought that up because they're doing I guess a reboot or a reimagining of that movie she did with Freddie Prinze Jr.
She's all that.
Oh yeah,
She's all that.
Oh.
Awful.
I think they have to redo it every 10 years because wasn't that Can't Buy Me Love back in the day or
Yes.
every cliche?
Oh God.
I didn't notice it before, but she's a 10.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're gonna do it. The guy, I guess, in the new one.
That's
It's
what
gonna
they
be
said on Twitter.
So,
Jeez.
Because if anything, you're going to have two girls fight over a guy and he's going to feel sad about it. And I know it's not PC culture, but let's face it, unless it's like Rosie O'Donnell and her wife fighting over you, no guy's really going to be like, oh, they didn't like my personality. No.
Shucks. right?
They didn't like me for me and my weird artsy style and that I wear suspenders, like, no. No, but so what was it? The Mario Lopez Lifetime movie, KFC movie came out today. It's only 15 minutes. I didn't get to
You
watch
watched it? Oh, I was gonna
No,
say.
I didn't get
Oh, it was
to.
only 15 minutes?
It was only 15 minutes,
I thought it
yeah.
was like a big movie. I thought it was like a whole
I
thing.
thought so, too.
No, I want it to be now. Like a lot of people on my Facebook thing, even we were like, it would be great if they brought in a fast food universe where it's just 20-minute movies of like where they run into the town, like just this redheaded stranger, and it's Wendy, and she's got like, just keep it going on the Burger Kingdom, and just roll those jokes into one.
So like Ronald McDonald would be like Terrifier or something. Or
Exactly.
Yeah.
Keep it as a universe,
Yeah.
Chihuahua from Taco Bell would be
Cujo.
They could just-
Yeah.
But if you want to do yourself a favor, I watched it in bits and pieces just because Mario Lopez was in a Lifetime movie and it was called Feliz Navidad, and I love a good pun. So I checked out parts of it. The best thing is, they I felt like the people who wrote the script used Mad Libs and only used very ethnic spelling of certain things. So they're like, oh my God, you're going to let the white girl make the tamales? Like, and they went super like, and they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to grab this, and tortillas. It's just like, what? It's like the overemphasized.
Jesus.
Like, I have so many Mexican friends, and not one of them ever goes, yeah, I'm going to go get the tortilla. Like, no, you're not Dora. Like, I know what you're going to get. Don't have me repeat it. So do yourself a favor. Watch the highlights of that movie.
I'm not gonna lie, I would actually love to see like a fast food cinematic universe. Like you have like Shaq from Papa John's, you have the burger from Burger King, Colonel Sanders, and then like the villain could be like, I guess I don't know,
Subway.
Jared.
Jared from Subway.
Oh God.
But
He's
in all
in
fairness,
shackles,
Niall,
Hannibal
Jared's
Lecter,
the
man.
villain in real life.
Did they have that in Food Fight? That terrible cartoon?
Oh my God, that's right.
They did,
The
yeah.
albacore tuna guy and what was it, Charlie's tuna or something?
Yeah.
Bumblebee tuna versus like albacore regular tuna. I don't know.
That's really just the Crips and Bloods right there.
No, we got to get on that. The fast food cinematic, like Wendy's, could be like Pennywise.
Yeah. Well, you could make it into a horror thing, But once again, Jared's the villain from Subway, always trying to fit a foot long somewhere or a 6-inch somewhere. It's not too soon.
Boo.
You can bring in Bill Cosby for Jello.
With my sweater.
Cosby would be like Pennywise.
Yeah.
Would you like some Jello?
Oh man, those boys
will
are
make
getting
you
wild.
too. Have you ever heard a song? Have you ever heard this song by Bill Cosby and Quincy Jones called "Hickey Burr"?
No, but now I
No.
sort of need to.
No.
No, that's how you know Bill Cosby
Jaime.
was crazy.
What's it called? How do you
Hickey Burr.
call it? Hickey Burr.
Henry's gonna download it on Napster on his phone.
Yep. Here it is. Oh, wait. After this quick ad.
Hickey Burr.
Here it is.
No one told me
Nah, what the hell?
double after 1 year.
Oh man,
I'm
son
not
of a-
YouTube Premium.
Can I see what
swallow a lot of stuff.
it looks like the Riddler having a seizure.
Yeah. Where's Theo?
Is he cooking something in it?
It actually sounds pretty good.
Is this all he does?
Yeah, I'm reading the lyrics, and it's a, ooh Lord, ooh ah, hoo hoo.
Wow.
Then pound of small ribs and a cup of. He's singing about cooking for 3 lines and then he's done. That is just weird noises again.
And that song came out
Inside-
in the 70s, and I'm like, he was crazy since then.
Maybe he was just in a drug-induced like seizure, and he just recorded it. Like, no, let's say it's a song. In comparison, Eddie Murphy's "Party All Night" is a freaking Grammy Award winner right there.
Party all the time. Party all the time. Quincy, it was Rick James that produced
Yeah,
it.
Rick James. Yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug. It was funny when Chappelle was talking about Netflix, and not putting a show on and whatever. I was like, people are like, "Oh, are you going to watch it on Netflix?" I was like, "Oh, I have them all on DVD, but I also have like the lost episodes on DVD. I don't really need to watch it on Netflix."
Mhm.
It's on cable a lot, so, and I've seen them way too much. Where I was like, it's good. It's on it was when it was on Netflix. I was like, it's fine, but I've seen them way too much, and until it's just on, so I didn't really see the point to rewatch them. But it was nice that it was there when it was.
Yeah, they show it on Comedy Central all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix could just offer them a shitload of cash and be like, "Hey, let's get your old library and let's do another season." And they'd pay them just an astronomical amount of money. Yeah.
He did those comedy specials, and those were things he taped years ago. And so I wonder if Netflix doesn't go, "All right, look, we'll pay you for one more special." But at the same time, like Chappelle's taken this like stand of like it's all about dignity and self-respect and stuff. So like,
Yeah. It would be tough to get him to.
and the thing is the way he does it, you're actually going, "Oh shit, all right, yeah." Like he actually speaks about it and doesn't seem hypocritical at all. Like he did walk away from the show. He did do like.
Mm-hmm.
But I love his new comedy specials too. Like when he was like, "Oh, I'm going to do an impression of someone," and then he just goes, "I don't like you, and if you did something 20 years ago, I'm going to find it. I'm going to fire you. I'm going to do this and this." He goes, "Who am I?" He's like, "I'm all of you motherfuckers." It's like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he doesn't hold back at all. It's refreshing because usually everybody's trying to tiptoe around everything. He just says like what's on his mind, He's not saying you have to agree with him, but this is how he feels. So fuck it if you don't like it.
Well, him
Not trying
and
to
Bill
bless
Burr.
you.
I can listen to Bill Burr rant for hours just because it's like, yeah, all right.
I actually do. I listen to his podcast, and it's just one long rant every week.
Have you ever listened to the one with him and Bert Kreischer?
Yeah, Bill Burt. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Bill
good
Burr,
one,
Bert
too.
Kreischer, and then oh yeah, I just listened to. I've been on that Smartlist binge as of late. Like every once and again, I'll listen to a couple.
Oh,
The-
Smartless. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
I
that
just
one's
listened to the one with Ricky Gervais. It's hilarious.
I just got done with that one.
Yeah.
That, and I picked up people are telling me to watch Make My Day. It's just, I don't know. It's
What's that one?
Well, from what it was, it's supposedly like a fake game show where just comedians go and just dick around. It's supposed to be really funny. People kept telling me to listen to it. It's like, I'll give it a whirl. I'm not going to have a long work commute anymore, so this just means I get to work around the house and listen to podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of ridiculous things that we were talking about, we got to mention Nick Cage's upcoming Netflix show,
Oh,
the history of swear words. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm so mad it's taken this long for that to happen. I didn't even know we needed that.
I know.
It's coming out soon, actually. I think January.
Yeah, January.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
Well, Nicolas, that's coming on Netflix. Season 3 of Cobra Kai's dropping in January. Like we were saying in the chat, like Netflix is putting out a lot of stuff. They raised their prices. Disney Plus is upping their price by $1. But they're talking Disney Plus, instead of just featuring with Hulu, they're going to absorb Hulu. So then Disney Plus offers all this stuff, and they can keep some of their R-rated stuff that's in their vault.
Yeah.
They can put it out through the Hulu aspect of it.
You should do
I
that.
could see that. Yeah, makes sense.
That's why they're probably dropping all the Hulu news the other day at the Disney event. Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
Disney owns 51% of Hulu anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guess I didn't realize that.
There's a new
It's
season
Always
of
Sunny
Peyton's
coming
Place
back.
coming on ESPN Plus too.
Yeah. Yeah, Always Sunny's coming back for 4 more seasons.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So it'll be 18 seasons, the longest running comedy.
I love that show, though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
one
that
of
show's
my
great.
favorite. One of my favorite
it's
comedies.
great.
Should have won every Emmy, Golden Globe. He's amazing in that show, Danny DeVito.
They always get him to do something crazy every season.
It's better and better.
Charlie Day makes that show every time for me. Like the bird law, that bird law stuff.
Yep.
What was it? What is your pasta? What was it?
What's
What
your
is your
pasta policy? Spaghetti policy.
Spaghetti policy.
Spaghetti.
Why is nobody playing with Nightcrawlers anymore, huh?
That's pretty good, Logan.
I think
Yeah,
we
they're
have
practicing that for 10 years.
on the side.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like when Danny DeVito, he's like, I'm Dr. Mantis Toboggan.
Again.
And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, Dennis, I gotta tell you something. I got your test results. AIDS. You got the HIV.
And he's like, oh, I dropped my Magnum condom from my Magnum dong.
Magnum dog.
It's so funny.
I'm breaking her down and making her feel worthless. Oh, Logan.
Great.
Logan. You killed the Jets today, I see.
Yeah, that was a good game.
You watch it. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't. I saw the highlights.
40-3. Jesus Christ, that team.
Yeah, Russell tore it up. They've been playing like shit the past few games, though.
Well, they took Russell out and let Geno Smith play.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Yeah.
I'm pissed off. I started the Saints defense today in my fantasy league. I definitely lost first round of the playoffs because of that. Because Jalen Hurts lit them up.
Yeah.
Freaking Eagles.
Seahawks played like shit the past 3 games, though, so they needed that win today. I think they lost to the Giants. Was the Giants last Sunday? It was awful. Terrible game.
I don't know. I'm a Bears fan. I hold my breath and then.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, just don't talk about it. It's too embarrassing. Even though we won today. Of course we did when it didn't count.
But it's like winning a race against a kid in like a walker. Like, yeah, you won, but do you feel that? It's the worst defense in the league.
Who do they play today? The local Chicago high school team? Or?
No, they would have won. It's
Junior tackle.
Rochelle junior tackle, boys.
The one
That was
thing is
close.
though, they're like, everyone talks about them drafting Trubisky over Watson. It's got to feel real good for Trubisky, at least for the first half, to show that he can stand tall too. Like, no, Watson chucked it to, 82 or 88, and it hit him in the shoulder pads. He was looking at the quarterback. Just, I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to take this win. Like, I want them to walk away and go, I am so sorry we're playing today.
Yeah. Sorry for this bullshit.
Exactly. Just all this is doing is ruining the draft pick for us.
Yeah.
We just need an offensive lineman or 5.
Jeez. New owners. It just needs to be totally stripped and restarted.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, if McCaskey dies, her family.
Then it'll go to her family, right?
Well, her family can't afford it.
Oh, so they'll sell.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, I wouldn't wish anybody to die, but
yeah.
Before the Bears are good again, it's going to take that.
There's a rumor that a current, very well-known basketball owner is looking to buy an NFL team. So we're all kind of crossing our fingers that Mark Cuban decides that he wants to venture into Chicago.
That'll be wild. Yeah, I'm sure he'd do some good.
He can afford it.
Yeah, that's Shark Tank money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a baller.
I just remembered another college movie.
Which one?
Back to School. That's a really good one.
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah.
He's hilarious.
And Robert Downey Jr. Wasn't Robert Downey Jr. in that?
He is. Yeah, he's in that one too. Yeah.
That was pre-substance. No, that was current.
That was current. That was
during. Yeah.
Wasn't the main actor in that movie the guy from Christine? And Back to School?
Yeah. The son. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know his name, but I remember him.
That guy does a lot of directing now. Keith Gordon.
Does he? Oh, he does?
He did Fargo.
What?
Yeah. He directed Fargo too. Yeah. Like
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't know how we passed over this. Willow.
Oh yeah.
They announced Willow, and Warwick Davis is attached to it.
Obvious. Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be. They said it's going to be a new spin on it, for lack of a better term, I guess.
I've never seen it though.
There's a new Night at the Museum coming out, a prequel to The Lion King, a prequel to The Little Mermaid.
Is Ron Howard doing Willow, the show?
Well, I don't know.
I used to be into Ron Howard a lot when I was a kid. But I never saw Willow though. I don't think it was on.
Again, this might just be the age, but man, Willow was one of my first like epic movies I watched. I was like from.
Wasn't that like 89? I want to say it came out like 89, 9. Yeah. I saw it at the Hub Theater. Logan remembers the old Hub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to see it there. I liked it back in the day, and then I rewatched it on Disney Plus, and I don't know, maybe I was just the mood I was in. I didn't really like it as much the second time. Like I was like, I remember this being like badass. Yeah, the effects are terrible, but I mean, there's heart to it. But
yeah, because I don't use Disney Plus that often, but like I saw it on there. It's like if I ever get a chance, I might watch it one of these days.
Yeah.
Like even if it didn't age well, I'll be like, okay, it's at least entertaining for.
Yeah, it's nostalgic.
Like as a time capsule thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually don't know Willow. What is it about?
Oh. Niall, what are you doing, brother? it's worth watching just because remember it's the 80s. Like it's the 80s and we needed a big movie and they finally gave the Ewok a regular movie and let him be just a savior of just watch it. Just watch. Yeah.
I'll take a look at the trailer. What's the name of that movie with the kid and he was with the rats? And that's what I was thinking. And it was like Willow or something.
Willard? You're thinking of Willard.
Willard.
Yeah.
Oh, Crispin Glover? Yeah, you're thinking Willard. Close.
Oh, the original Willard was really good too.
Yeah.
I actually liked Crispin Glover's Willard though, because honestly, who else would have played that role that well?
Right.
Yeah, true.
He looks like the kind of guy who's got 50 pet rats. Yes, Val Kilmer, when Val Kilmer was still
just from the poster. Okay, I can watch that.
Yeah. Speaking
honestly, I don't even remember. I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Yeah.
Just like a fantasy movie, though. I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a baby is found in a village of small people, and they have to return the regular-sized baby to a kingdom and, to restore, and then it goes from there. And
Isn't that the little man from the car commercials?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what, right after him being Iceman, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And around the time of the Doors too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And he was in Harry Potter too. The little guy.
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis.
He played like 4 different characters.
Leprechaun too.
He played like 4
He's
different
been in
characters.
almost every big movie. I'm pretty sure he was in a character in Lord of the Rings as well.
Mhm.
Probably heavily make-upped or whatever, but
Yeah.
the big thing about that Willow that I love watching it for is Billy Barty, just because I love Billy Barty.
Yeah.
No, also forgot Marvel-wise Ironheart. They're bringing Riri Williams to the MCU.
What's that story about? Like, how does that tie into Tony Stark?
So Riri Williams is an MIT genius, 15 years old, and Iron Man gets her. Pretty much, she makes her own arc reactor, stuff like that, and becomes her own hero. The story itself is awesome. I think it could really play into the fact of lack of Iron Man in the new phase here. But the one way they can do it is the fact that they're going to have Riri doing all this now. It would make sense because in the beginning of Civil War, Tony Stark tells all of MIT that he's going to fund their senior projects. That would be a nice little tie-in to why she's doing it and why she wants to do it as Iron Man. But no, the Riri Williams story is very good. And I think if they're going with, Captain Marvel did very well. People butt against it the entire time, which, if you like it, if you don't, you don't. But with what they're going to have to do with Black Panther 2 and everything like this, Riri Williams kind of makes sense in this part right now. Because I think Black Panther 2 is just going to be, they said they're going to focus on Wakanda as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I'm not doubting that it won't be good, but to me, you make sure you somehow let T'Challa die off screen or in something, and then you bring Shuri on. She was Black Panther in the comics for a while. I think that'd be really good.
Yeah.
But no, like that, when I heard Ironheart, I was excited. When they said Secret Invasion, I got excited. I was like, well, there we go. Now we got the, I was like, now we get to play with all the toys.
Armor Wars.
Armory Wars, yeah. And that's where I think Riri comes in at. But you'll also get, that'll be your, what do you want to call it? The War Machine. That'll be his crowning achievement will be Armory Wars. Although I could be totally wrong and they don't do any of it the way I think they should because, I don't make money. But no, when I was looking through their stuff, like they kept announcing more and more. And I was just like, oh, all right, okay, like.
Yeah,
and
they
then,
really
of course,
blew their wad, and I didn't even expect it. I didn't know about this investor meeting. I didn't know we were going to get so many announcements. Then I woke up because I sleep during the day, and I was like, "Holy shit, what's with all this news?"
I got off work at 5, and I'm like, got back on my computer. I'm like, holy shit! Like every time I posted something, there'd be 4 more stories.
Yeah,
I ended up
Shang-Chi's also coming too.
Like 2.5 hours, I was posting news. I'm like, I'm good. I can't post anymore.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep up.
Because when we get Shang-Chi, this could bring in Iron Fist into the MCU. And hopefully it also gives us the real Mandarin for any future Iron Man-esque stories.
Yeah.
It's going to be a different actor for Iron Fist?
Probably.
Good.
And the Eternals will come out, which is kind of cool because, like, Thanos' potential, was technically an Eternal. And we get to finally see why Kumail Nanjiani got in such great shape.
Yeah.
No, but I love all that Marvel news because I'm like a Marvel junkie. So like all that news that was coming out, I was like, hey, Marvel, I got these cheeseburgers. You know what movie that's from?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like a junkie for it.
And then I Am Groot, which I've read vague descriptions of what they're trying to do with that, but it's just going to be Baby Groot doing things.
Yeah. Marketing.
I'm assuming it's the same way they're doing Forky on Disney Plus with the what is this, what is that, and just explaining it to a child or a new thing. Whereas Baby Groot, it could be that, or they could use like a lot of spunk that they showed the character before.
So you guys want to talk about the Christmas movies? I mean, it is the holidays.
Absolutely. It's
Kevin,
the
did you
holiday
steal Henry's wine?
season.
What's up?
Did you steal Henry's wine?
I finished the beer. Now I got the wine. Yeah.
There you go. Is that Apothic? Apothic
Yes.
Red?
Yeah. Wow. You're good.
Yeah. My wife's a big fan, so.
I just grab whatever. It looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a drinker, but the new job might make me one. Well, not like a heavy like alcoholic, but it's all gin bar and all that. Logan, yeah, you'll have to come on down when everything starts coming around because yeah, it's going to be gin and small plates. So I'll be
Nice.
bartending and serving some worldly food, as they called it.
For real? Yeah, I don't drink anymore, but I'll definitely stop by and check it out.
Okay, I love 8 Crazy Nights. Like 8 Crazy Nights is so fucking good, and it bothers me that it didn't get a Blu-ray release. It didn't get any of this. I love that movie. I have the DVD. I have the soundtrack. They never put it out on vinyl, so I don't have that. But
And there's
I
not
need
that
to
many
rewatch
Halloween
that.
movies that I can think
No,
of.
there's not. No.
The Night Before. I like that movie. With Seth
oh yeah.
Yeah.
one.
Which one's that? The night before.
It's Seth
Seth
Rogen,
Rogen.
Anthony Mackie, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
We
And
saw that one, Logan. Do you
Joseph-
remember?
Did we?
Where Seth
Yeah.
Rogen's tripping balls
The
in
mall.
church.
Yeah.
Were we tripping?
No. We were at the mall, though, remember? Me, you,
Oh, yeah. We're in Roselle.
I think. Yeah. Yeah. in
Yeah.
Roselle.
That's when
Yep.
me and Molly started dating. Yeah, you're right. I do remember.
Yeah.
I think we were drinking that night, but
Yeah.
I do remember that. It was fun.
This
I'm
might
gonna
be
say-
another throwback, but what about Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas?
I haven't seen it.
No? It's
Nope.
it's a Jim Henson. It's a Jim Henson. Jim Henson made Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas and The Christmas Toy. I believe Christmas Toy is on Prime Video if you can watch it. But Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, it was just a family favorite of mine since I was a kid. And some people love it and other people never heard of it. So it's kind of funny to go like, maybe it's a Mandela effect. Like,
My two, I'm gonna pick Klaus. I really do think like 5-10 years from now, that's gonna be like a cult classic movie. And Psycho is a Christmas movie.
because I'm a
Oh, wait.
person who thinks like Gremlins. Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Like
Yeah,
it
I
could see
happens
Gremlins,
at
yeah.
Christmas. It's
Well, maybe I should take that back because Psycho, it might like take place during the holidays, but it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I-
Kind of like
it's
High
still-
School.
hearing.
Yeah,
Krampus is fantastic.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that one. Krampus. I love that. Michael Dougherty.
I don't know if Jingle All the Way is rated, but that's one of my
Yes.
favorite Christmas movies.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while, but it's a good one.
It's Turbo Time.
Exactly. We got two.
One movie I just checked out first time in a while is I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Jessica Biel from 1998. I think it's underrated. It wasn't that bad. I had a good time with it.
Was it what's his Gary Cole in that too?
I'm looking it up, but yeah, JTT was good in it.
What about Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon? I love that movie.
I never
Me too,
saw
I
it.
like it.
It's worth it. Like Vince Vaughn is what John Favreau's in it. It's actually I really enjoy it.
Vince Vaughn went through a phase with like all he did was like Christmas movies. That one,
Yeah,
Fred
Fred
Claus, and some other ones too.
And
Bad
Bad
Claus is good. Bad Santa. Yeah.
A lot of people didn't
Love that
like
one.
Bad Santa too. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I
was
thought it
alright.
was fine. Yeah, Gary Cole is in this movie as Jake's dad. I'm looking
Yeah,
it up right
yeah.
now.
Honestly, I don't even know who Gary Cole is.
But no, if you guys haven't seen it, Four
There's-
Christmases is
oh.
good.
Lumberg.
Yeah,
Bill
okay.
Lumbergh.
Yeah.
I didn't know his real name. I just know him as
And the
guy
Ricky
from-
Bobby dad.
Lumberg.
Yeah, I know him from
Yeah.
Office Space.
And I saw A Christmas Chronicles 2 last night. Did anyone watch
How was
that?
that? No, I watched the first one. How was the second one?
The second one is pretty good. It's with the kid from Deadpool and The Hunt for Wilder People. He always plays like a villain. It's good. I like the first one just a little bit more, but it's a pretty decent follow-up.
Cool.
Is there
I
more
wanna-
Goldie in this one?
Yeah,
Goldie Hawn as Mrs. Claus? Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I want to see that. I've been interested to check that out, so I'll definitely watch it.
I never watched the
Fine as
first
Mrs.
one.
Claus.
I've
Kurt
heard
Russell.
stuff.
Kurt Russell
never
from
saw it.
The Thing.
Yeah.
It's good. It's worth watching for sure.
I'll have to have the kids
Oh
watch
wait, going back to the big announcements on what's the guy? Who's the guy who writes Fargo? Noah Hawley.
Noah Hawley.
Yeah, Aliens.
Yeah.
Aliens?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I had that.
Sure.
I'm excited
he's-
for that.
it. Doing a direct adaptation, right? Isn't that what he was going with? Hang on. Now I gotta look.
They didn't release much, just saying that he's working on an alien show with Ridley Scott.
Wait, who did anyone watch Fargo season finale?
I finished it.
Yes.
We're starting it
I
tomorrow.
liked it. Yeah, I
You
liked
like it?
how it ended. Yeah,
Yeah,
was cool.
It's good.
yeah, it was really good.
Love
Yeah,
the,
I
love the
won't say
after
anything
credits.
Logan, but
Yeah.
that twist at the end was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, wait, is that? Yep.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah. I think
We'll
this was,
also unfortunately get a new Indiana Jones movie.
76 years old. Jesus Christ. Did it take place in
He's older than Sean Connery was in the first one, or the third one.
Yeah, let's see.
It's gonna be so bad. Like, I want to be optimistic, but let's face it. He mumbles throughout his movies. It's just.
The only thing that saves it, or that could save it, is James Mangold, but still, I'm not too excited about it. I like him as a
He was
director.
six-
Mangold would be,
He was 60, Connery.
yeah. Damn.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, he was only 60.
Wow. He's always been old to me.
No, sorry, 58. He was 58 when they filmed it.
Jeez. Wow.
They're also making a Rolling Stones drama series
Why?
Really?
called The
Yes.
Stones. It's a 2-season order.
That's okay.
I mean, I like their music. I don't need a show, I don't think. But
And FX is embarking on one of the most sweeping, sophisticated, and adult series with the retelling of James Cavell's beloved epic saga Shogun.
oh yeah, I heard about this. Like I think before COVID, they were working on that.
I mean, if we're going off the old TV show, can it get any better than what's his name as somehow an Asian descent individual? who was the guy in Shogun?
Richard Chamberlain.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know, if nothing screams out Shogun more than me than that, or maybe Tom Cruise as the Last Samurai. We are really pissing off Asian people because of this.
Emma Stone and Aloha.
Are we ever gonna be able to just stream Top Gun 2? Because at this point, I don't think anyone pays to go see it.
Yeah.
That
It has to
actually
go
brings
to
up the-
Amazon eventually. It has to go to Amazon or Netflix eventually.
That actually brings up the next point. Christopher Nolan too was like really pissed about all the streaming stuff.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like,
It's a pandemic.
it will also, if you wait too long, people are just going to get their expectations higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Then they'll be let down. Then all of a sudden you're a shit director or you're shit this because just in the court of public
Mhm.
opinion.
I still haven't seen Tenet.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm gonna watch it Tuesday.
It's a mind fuck. It's good.
Yeah.
we got
Oh, damn, he's
we got
got
the 4K the other day. Yeah.
My friend's like, yeah, I tried watching it the other night, but I smoked weed and I couldn't understand what was going
Yeah.
If anything, the weed's going to help him understand it.
on.
Yeah. Really. For real.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
probably the secret.
Just gotta smoke some weed. it's a good one. It's a good one. I can't wait to revisit that one. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
That comes out on
Are we going
Tuesday.
to get that one away, Logan?
Yeah, we should.
Got it?
Yeah,
Because they sent the 4K, so we're
yeah, we
good.
should
Gonna
give it away for Tenet.
You know, they're rebooting True Blood.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, it
Yeah,
just we don't need that, do we? Like, we don't need
Not
a lot
really.
of the reboots they're doing.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I
Maybe
watched
keep
that
shows
show
out.
to the end. I watched all of it. It wasn't good, but I don't know what you can do with it. I mean,
Like with them doing a 10-episode thing for Dexter, like cool. You left
Yeah.
the opening open a little. You left, but I don't need that shit for True Blood. Like I
Yeah.
stopped watching it 2 seasons before it ended because I was just like, and I'm done. You know, it was nothing more than just it was dwindling down after a while.
yeah. Yeah, like I think it's like everything has to come back now. Nothing can die. It's like we gotta reboot everything. It's like it literally ended like a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole Nolan and the other director, they were all pissed off about Warner Brothers.
The Blade Runner director.
Yeah, I was
Dennis
going to say
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve. Yeah, they're pissed off. I get it. I see both sides to it. They're made
Yeah,
for
me
the
too.
big screen, and
Yeah.
but you can't
I'm
predict.
happy as a fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, obviously on HBO Max.
I'm gonna
If
actually
it's in
see.
theaters- I was gonna say, if it's in theaters, I'll go see it in theaters. Like, they just can't keep stocking up all these movies, and then they try to release them, and they're gonna lose money out that way. Nobody's gonna be able to make all those movies if
Yeah,
there's just
exactly.
a backlog and they have to release them one after another. I mean,
They have to wait.
Many theaters are already shutting down. Well, they were already losing money pre-pandemic. Like, where are you going to be able to watch them now? You know?
yeah.
Yeah,
I was the only one in the theater, like the actual entire theater, when I went to see Mank. Like there was no other people in the other theaters. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
I got a feeling we're not going to be seeing theaters.
Well, I feel like with Mank, Kevin, that's like a movie for like, people like us. But I don't think that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about the entire little theater. Like the other theaters were empty too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I was the only person in that building outside of the employees.
Oh, okay.
People were
That's wild.
just so you could see the movie.
I've never been in that situation. That'd be so weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm used to going-
went
I'm used
into
to going
one
to
where I was
movies
the
and
only
a lot of
person
people
in the
there.
Big theater itself, like not in all the theaters, but when they put something in the main theater,
Yeah.
it was me and one buddy, and we watched X-Men Apocalypse opening night, and the whole experience was bad. Like the movie was terrible. Just that ruined everything for me. I haven't watched Mank yet. Heard it was good though. Like a lot of people are loving it.
Really good. I liked it. I liked it a lot the second time. When I was like in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it this week. I'm really excited for it.
If you like Citizen Kane and like if you know
Yeah.
a little bit about the Citizen Kane story behind that, yeah, you'll like it. You guys will like it. And it's just the way he did it. Like the sounds. It sounds like a movie from the 30s.
Yeah, I just love old school Hollywood, anyways. So
Yeah.
it looks really good.
And I actually liked Phil Collins' daughter. I really don't like her in any other stuff I've seen her, but she was really good in this movie. Lily Collins.
Lily Collins, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, oh yeah. So I was going to say that I'm actually going to see 1984 Wonder Woman. I'm actually going to go to movies and see it the day after Christmas.
Oh,
Awesome.
I want to see that movie so badly.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna
It's
do
got
it?
good word of mouth.
You're gonna go see it in the theater?
Yeah, do it.
It's just still opening around me. Yeah.
Well, excuse me. Regal is closed, but I think Cinemark is open, so I think I'm ready.
I know you are.
Yeah.
You've been
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for this movie.
Yeah. And the reviews have been strong so far. All
Yeah.
they're saying it's fun.
See, this is one in the, like I was saying, where people are going to get their hopes up. Like I want to see it, but there's also that thing of, are my hopes too high? Am I going to get there? And is it just going to be a shit show? Like I'm really worried about that because the first Wonder Woman was so good. And I have such high expectations for this, but now that we've had to wait longer than we originally were, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
They're putting Steve Trevor with a fanny pack. Like just And also another thing that's really bad about it was Target put the Wonder Woman 84 stuff on clearance like 4 months ago. So like all the toys, all that stuff was all clearanced out.
Damn.
Yeah, they
Oh,
had a
that's
bunch
awesome.
of stuff too.
Same
And a
with
bunch
Rise
of
of Gru. The Rise of Gru stuff all went on clearance as
Mhm.
well.
I just found out that we have HBO Max. We've had it for like 8 months, and I didn't even know that.
Oh,
Really?
yes.
Seriously,
Yes. You're not
Yeah.
the first person to tell
As
me.
long as you have a subscription, yeah.
we have AT&T, so I.
Yeah. So if you have it on cable, you have it on
Oh
streaming.
my
Yeah.
god! I'm like, damn it! I didn't know we had it.
That's how bad
No one
HBO
does,
Max
yeah.
is. No,
Yeah, they
people
need to
know they
change
have
their
it.
interface big time. Yeah, they need to change it up.
Yeah, I don't like
I think they
the
will.
way it's laid out. I don't like it at all.
It's got like one thing on the top, and it's like all you see. Like the way they have it laid out.
Because
Yeah.
I jump back into Eastbound and Down, and it's really hard to like pick individual episodes unless you go to the main page. You just like on Netflix, if you pick up like from episode 6 of every show, you can hit down and you'll see all the other episodes. You can't do that
Right.
on HBO Max. You have to go all the way back to like the main page of the show.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't have that on my like I do it on, but I don't know how it is on like I have it on the PlayStation 4,
Yeah.
and it just has like a continue watching on it, and I just click on the next thing, whatever I'm watching.
Mhm.
That's weird, but I know some people have that problem too, that they have to go back to the main page, or it doesn't even show the progress or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's a pain. And the thing is, they have a lot of good content, like in general, on
Mhm.
HBO Max. Like overall, like all their older stuff, all the Warner Brothers stuff, and they even have old movies on there. Like, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Like, I don't know how they didn't get all this stuff in order and just have all the
Yeah,
stuff.
if they presented it the right way, it would be huge. Like
Yeah,
they just need to rework it. But
yeah.
yeah,
I
a
think
ton of
event-
great content.
Yeah, I think eventually they'll like find a way to make it work. It's just a matter of like really they should have really just waited if it was going to be all these problems, because they're going to lose. This was really a good opportunity that they could have gotten a lot of subscribers at home right now. A bunch of people probably don't even know that they have it either, because I know that was like the big thing. Like, oh, I have to check, and then they'd find out. I found out I had it months in advance. Like, this was over the summer. I heard a bunch of the same stories.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
They don't
excited so I can
Yeah.
watch all the movies coming out.
even-
I was waiting for Roku to get HBO Max app, but it
Yeah,
looks
me
like
too.
PS4 just got it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
PlayStation has it. So
They
then,
just got it on Amazon Fire because I had it on my stick. But before that, I had it on my Samsung TV. I think Amazon was waiting for a while.
well, the only other way I could see of doing it is downloading the streaming thing from your phone to your Roku thing, and then just put the
Yeah.
app on the iPhone. That sucks. I wanna. The PS4 is downstairs. I don't want to have to go downstairs to watch every movie.
The one I'm thinking about with Warner Brothers, we get all those movies for free, so I'm pretty excited. Getting copies like
Yeah.
Dune and everything coming out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's Suicide Squad 2, like that one was big.
I have too much time on my hands. That was me sending the text message.
There he is, young Logan.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, just that background picture and the placement. It's like I had to.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's funny.
So that's what you've been working on.
Been real quiet over there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense. Doing some art. Are you guys want to talk about some stuff we've been watching? Any other
Yeah.
entertainment news?
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. I'm gonna watch. I've never seen the movie. I'm gonna watch Office Christmas Party. Is that one that's worth watching?
It's okay.
It's
I
okay.
don't like it. It's fine.
It's a
not-
low expectation Christmas movie. How about that? Like, it's perfectly rated. It's just worth a watch.
It's
All right,
fine.
yeah. I want to watch something new. That's why.
No, then it's definitely because there's a couple parts that made me laugh extremely hard, and then other parts not so much. But no, it's worth a watch at least.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to check it out. Is it Jason Bateman?
Yeah. Jason Bateman, Kate McKinnon. Who's the girl in it?
TJ Miller.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah,
Thank
Jennifer. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty good cast.
Did so a lot of my students and my staff have basically been telling me about the Queen's Gambit.
Oh man, we finished
here's
it last
good.
night. Really excellent show, man.
Good?
Check it out. Yeah.
I'll probably start tomorrow.
I need Taylor-Joy. She was really fantastic in it.
Yeah. I'm happy people
Yeah,
see it. She's awesome.
it's been getting
Yeah.
a lot of buzz. I've seen it everywhere. I've been looking.
I didn't think the show about chess would be interesting, but she was really great. The way it was filmed takes place in the 60s. I like the costume design and everything. Felt like something out of Mad Men.
Well, then I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at them.
Yeah, it was well acted. Really, really good. 7 episodes.
Is it based on a real person? That
I think so.
Is that what
I'm
the-
not sure.
or
I
is
know
it
it's
just made
based
up?
on a book. We can't keep the book in stock. Like, people
Oh.
keep buying that, and then so I was like, we were talking, and they're like, "How about we put all these millions of chess sets we have out, and people buy that, and then no stress chess or beginner's guide to chess." Like, damn, all right, well,
Yeah.
It's the perfect time to do it.
Everybody's
Everybody's at
Yeah.
home now, so they can pick up a chess. I haven't played since I was a kid. Like, I played in grade school.
I
I'm
love
like,
playing it for a while.
I'm like, maybe I should pick it up. I haven't played in a long time.
Well, that or
Yeah.
the movie that made me want to play, honestly, was Searching for Bobby Fischer. That movie.
That's a
was
good movie.
fantastic.
It's a good
That's
movie.
a really good movie.
I can barely play Connect 4, so I won't last a minute.
Right.
You say that, but you could be a total savant. Like, you see it, you know.
He's more of a tic-tac-toe guy.
Yeah, my cousin, he's from New York, and he used to I think he was in some kind of like he used to do some kind, I forgot what school he was from, but he used to play chess like at one of these schools, I think in Brooklyn or something, like years ago.
Yeah.
They did a documentary about it, I think, wherever he did the competition. He's not in it, but I think one of the schools that were involved in it, he like did it. Like he knows how to play chess, but I never learned how. But he like knows moves and knows all kind of card games and stuff like that.
Yeah, character I liked in the TV show was played by Harry Melling. He was Dudley in Harry Potter movies. He was really great.
Oh, they actually, someone put a shot of what he looks like in the movie next to what she looks like, and they said if they had a kid together, the eyes would be perfectly centered.
Yeah, because her eyes are out here. His eyes are like super close together. He's becoming like one of my new favorite actors, even though he's not a new actor. He's been acting since he was a kid, but he's been popping up in a lot of Netflix stuff. Harry Melling, does that? Yeah, Harry Melling. It's good actor.
Yeah, he was on the Devil all the time, right?
That too,
Yeah.
exactly. He's been playing characters from the South. I don't know why that is, but he can pull it off, even though he's English.
All those
You know, though,
combinations,
like-
basically.
He looks like, it's because the eyes are so close that you're like, yeah, that guy's definitely from the South. Like, there's definitely some problem in that gene pool. Exactly. He played a dueling banjo once or twice.
He's like, I'm from England, mate.
You know what? There's a reboot. Let's get the reboot of gosh, Deliverance. Let's get that going from the point of view of the little banjo kid. Just
Other stuff you guys checking out?
Oh, because we were just talking about HBO Max. I had to find a new show, and we were talking about Nashville last time. One of the guys in this is in this other show, so I was watching the OC. I started watching that
Cool.
on HBO Max. It's pretty good. Like it's very 2000s, like
Yeah.
early 2000s. The music, the way everybody looks. But like I like those teen shows, so like it's very entertaining. Moves really fast too. Like a lot of good pacing. Like it's
The
very,
first couple seasons are good, and then it starts falling off. But yeah, it
that's
was
what
pretty
I
big
hear.
back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I used to watch a lot of Fox back in the day, and it was that I didn't watch all those shows. Like I just watched the Sunday night stuff. But then like I've been like kind of slowly going through some of these older Fox shows. Like sometimes I'll watch House, and then I watch 24 over the summer. So, but so far I like the OC. But I hear like I'm keeping my expectations in check. Like I know like at some point it does kind of dip. But like so far like it moves. I like all the characters. Like the stories are really good. So
Yeah.
it's really entertaining so far.
A lot of famous people pop up in the show that you'll be like,
Yeah.
hey, that's it's a lot
Mhm.
of people's first appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
I
lot of-
noticed it.
Olivia
Yeah.
Wilde.
A lot
Yeah,
of
I think
actors
she-
when they're young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Olivia Wilde just showed up because I'm on season 2, and she's like she runs like a bar or something, and
Yeah.
it's still good. But I heard season 2 is apparently bad. I still like it right now, but I'm waiting. I'm like expecting it's gonna dip because everybody has different opinions of it. But I still like it so far.
I remember it was like the most watched TV show in like whatever year, and then by season 3 nobody watched it, and it got canceled at season 4.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It just like ran out of the momentum. Josh
Yeah.
Schwartz, I think, was the creator. Was it Josh
Mhm.
Schwartz?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just ran out of ideas.
Yeah.
wait, what
I-
show is this?
The
The
OC.
The OC.
Oh my God, yeah, Laura. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Easy
so-
there, Bob.
I was trying to think. For some reason, the MTV show, like Laguna Beach or something's in my head. I'm like, where the hell did these actors come in at?
And Paris Hilton was in one in like this first season, and she's like, and then because I think then she was like, oh, I got to show that I'm smart, and like the whole joke is like, oh, I read a lot of Thomas Pynchon books, and I like Gravity's Rainbow's it's my favorite. I'm like, okay, you don't have to. She like weirdly did that a lot. Like I have to prove I'm smart. It's like you don't have to, but okay.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. Colin Hanks was in another one, and he's like, because in the OC, there's like a fake soap opera too, like called The Valley, and he's like and Colin Hanks was like, oh, I'm like a big star or something. You got to come to my birthday party. He was really funny in that episode, and basically he's trying to hit on Summer or something, and like he's like, oh, we're gonna watch this in the back of my car, and like it's so far though, yeah. It's been like interesting, like finding all the different like guest stars that start showing up. Yeah.
I've been binging Community again because I love that show.
That's a good show.
If you're gonna binge it on Prime because Netflix removed one of the best episodes, which was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Because Ken Jeong or Chang is the black elf. Or the dark elf, so he put himself in like jet black, and so they pulled it, and I was like, God, that's one of my favorite episodes. So if you go on Prime, it has that, and thankfully they put Scrubs on there now, so I can watch Scrubs without having to get my DVDs out. So I'm like rewatching a lot of favorites on that, and I forgot how great Scrubs was. Like I love it, I own the whole series, but like sitting back and watching it now, it's kind of been nice.
Yeah.
That in Community, we definitely need we need a movie now. It made it to 6 seasons. We need the movie. They already have it written.
Russo brothers have to do that one.
Oh yeah, I for some reason, I watched it when it started airing because I just thought it was funny that it was taking place at a community college, and then Chevy Chase was in it. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And it was funny. And then like it took on a totally different world, and I hated Chevy Chase anyway. After a while, I was just like, oh, he's a complete asshole in real life. But for some reason, it took me out of like wanting to laugh for him. But like they pulled the one with Ken Jeong is a black thing, but you guys have all seen the show, right?
Yes, I have.
So there's one where they find the secret trampoline, and like the guy who's been tending it, like they're like, wait, was he racist? And they go over everything he did, where he like looks at Donald Glover, he's like, oh, you're a natural jumper. Yeah, that'll be this, like, just random things. And then he's like, oh yeah, and they flash back and he's got a swastika tattooed on his chest. And he's like, oh no, it's a bigger tattoo. It's gonna be a maze. But yet that one's staying on there. But that's honestly what I've been binging. I have the Hulu with ads still, so it's kind of hard to like get into a like Fargo episode.
Yeah, I finally switched from like I took off the ads on my Hulu. But yeah, it's annoying like those ads because it's the same like 3 or 4, and I say, oh my god, I can't. I just couldn't do it anymore. Yeah, I don't need to see the same progressive ad for the 90th time. But
also, SNL this weekend had the Diane Warwick thing. They really made if you can't watch
it, that was funny.
Go online and type in Diane Warwick SNL skit. That thing had me rolling pretty hard. I actually really enjoyed it because of all the weird stuff she's been tweeting as of late, and just with actual tweets, it's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, that was a really funny one.
There's a girl on SNL who did a really good impersonation of Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Oh, she did Dolly Parton?
Did she do type? No, that was Melissa Villaseñor.
Yeah. She did. That was amazing. But wait, what was the other one?
Chloe Fineman is her name. She does Nicole Kidman, Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, and she did the host.
Yes, she did Timothy Chalamet.
Okay, so I have no idea who that is.
Timothy Chalamet? He's Paul Atreides in Dune, in the new Dune that was.
Okay. Yeah. The whole time I'm like, I have no idea who this dude is, but he's funny, so right on. Sometimes those are the best episodes because I have no, of like, oh, who's this or what's this? But no. Yeah, that was actually a really good. But yeah, that Dolly Parton thing was fantastic as well.
I like the one. It was like they were like TikTok rappers with Timothy Chalamet and Pete Davidson,
I saw
and
that.
then Questlove showed up and then he started
You
smacking
just
them in the head.
smacks them.
Punches them.
Yeah.
Well, for episode 100 of the Cinephellas Podcast, we went from 0 to 100 real quick, and hopefully we'll have 100 more. Anyway, for the 100th episode of the Cinephellas Podcast and the Christmas episode, I'm Niall.
Armando.
Bob.
Kevin.
Logan.
Uncle Henry.
All right, we're getting better at this. But until next time, congratulations again, Armando.
Thanks.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Congrats, man.
Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Happy holidays, all of you.
Happy holidays,
Happy
guys.
holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Have a
And as
good one,
always,
guys.
Niall. As always, Niall. What is it?
It's cheese, right?
Cheese.
Audio Jungle.